Yes, sir. A lot of we're talking Kashmir.
Yeah, so
Clampdown.
there is a complete clampdown on the whole of Kashmir. It's not only Kashmir Valley. You see, it is in Jammu. It's in Ladakh as well. When we talk about it, we just forget about it. Jammu is, you have Rajouri, Poonch, then you have Doda, Kishtwar, Bhadarwah. These are Muslim majority areas. Normally you have in mind that Jammu is a Hindu majority area, and that's what, because they're talking in that binary. That's what I'm telling. And it's the Kashmir Valley which is just Muslim. It's not. The truth is that, of course, there are few districts, 2 or 3 districts in Jammu which are Hindu majority. Otherwise, the rest of the Jammu is also Muslim majority. So it's not only Kashmir Valley, it is Jammu, and then you have Ladakh also. Like Kargil is completely, there's a clampdown on Kargil as well. There are arrests in Kargil. There were protests in Kargil. There were protests in Jammu. There were curfew in all these Jammu areas, Rajouri, Poonch, Kishtwar, Bhadarwah, Doda, and all these areas. It's similar here. People are talking. You are saying that after this removal, they were talking about Kashmir will develop now. So there are human development indexes. What? Kashmir is far ahead of Gujarat as well. What are you talking about? I mean, I don't know. The BJP gets away with all kinds of lies. It is so unfortunately, a home minister of a country, and which is so-called largest democracy on earth, a home minister is lying out of his teeth in the parliament, in the whole parliament. He is misleading the parliament. And it goes on without, they get away with all these lies. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, nothing else. They're talking about integration or something. What are they talking? Actually with this, there are people of Kashmir have been, demanding for right to self-determination. If the right to self-determination is their right, which has been guaranteed by the international community. It was India who has taken Kashmir matter, Kashmir case, to the United Nations. It was not Pakistan who had taken it. It was India who had taken it there. And then there are resolutions of United Nations Security Council passed, where they have promised right to self-determination for the people of Kashmir. India has agreed on that. They have signed that. Not one. There are many, resolutions passed. So you can't just say that it is not. It is there. They have been demanding their right. So now there was, this was the linkage between these 370 was the link between India and Kashmir. You had got into an agreement with Maharaja Hari Singh with certain conditions. You have actually broken those conditions. So there is no more sort of accord with you now. No. So at the moment, India is an occupying force in Kashmir. One thing. Second thing, with this one stroke, they have actually wiped out the whole pro-India bloc from Kashmir. They don't have what they're going to tell people now. So they have wiped out that, and they have now made people of Kashmir fully believe that our future with India is not safe. There was, of course, there were some percentage of people who would go with India, would definitely vote for India. That's what we say, right to self-determination. The people will have one option as India, option as Pakistan, option as being independent. Some people might choose India as an option. But I think with this stroke, they have, there was so utter disgust, humiliation. You didn't talk to people. You didn't talk to, though, Farooq Abdullah, who would say Bharat Mata ki Jai every now and then. You didn't even consult them. You didn't bother to talk to them. And fearing that there would be even protest from them. And if you see, that everything is normal, every Kashmiri has accepted, they are very happy, then why is this clampdown? Why the schools, colleges and every institution is closed? Why is there curfew? Why have you put the 10 lakh military over there? So what is he is just lying, and they are getting away with every lie. You're talking about the international, it's an internal matter. Just forget about it. Before 5th of August 2019, there was hardly any international media talking about Kashmir. Now today you just name any country, name any newspaper in the world, any TV channel in the world, they have all talked about Kashmir. They have all talked about the human rights violations. They have all talked about this. So of course you have internationalized it. So in a way they have done a favor this way. They have actually they have shot in their own leg.
So how does it look future? Because right now they're not removing.
It
This is a
doesn't.
tourist,
See what they have done. They have done it at a particular time, because this was a harvesting time.
Okay.
The fruit is actually rotting in orchards, because you can't move. There's no movement. You can't go to the orchard and pluck the apple. There is a lot of propaganda. As I said, all this media is an extension of BJP's media cell. So there is a lot of propaganda. So they have done it at a time when they say the Kashmiris are most vulnerable at the moment. That they have attacked their economy. This is the time when the handicraft, the Kashmir, this handicraft gets final touch, and then it goes out. You done it on that time when. So now the business is complete. Business has shattered. Company is completely shattered, because they can't get even goods to send abroad and sell it wherever. As you see that I told you, the fruit is rotting in the orchards. And Kashmir is, there is a, mostly society is, the business is based on the fruit. Economy is based on the fruit, right? Fruit industry, around fruit industry and handicrafts industry. So you have done it. You are actually trying to hit their economy. You are trying to humiliate them in any manner. So they have done it a particular time, so that the protest cannot go. They cannot prolong the protest. But it has been now more than 2 months. People are still protesting. You don't see a good coming. You don't see peace coming. You're talking about development. What development are you talking about? Kashmir was far better in many ways than Gujarat. Forget about any other. Development cannot take place without having peace. If you don't have peace in the region, you can't have development. And Kashmir is such an issue. You see, it actually endangers the peace in this whole region of South Asia. So it is not only the people of Kashmir. I think the people in the region should be, they should be worried about this.